Have you always wondered why people write a lot of numbers and digits while texting in Arabic? Was it always confusing for you whether these numbers they really mean something or it's just maybe a typing mistake? If you always wanted to learn more about these Arabic sounds that you always hear but you cannot say, then this video is for you. يا صباح الفل، ازيكم عاملين؟ How are you all doing guys? Hope you're doing fantastic out there. Welcome again to a new خمسة مع رمضان video, and thanks for joining our little journeys for not only learning Arabic Masri but enjoying it. Today inshallah I'll be answering a very important and common question, which is what are the new sounds and the new phonetics in the Arabic language that I have to know to be able to produce the sounds correctly, which is also connected to another question, why you see a lot of text or comments in Arabic written in Latin alphabet, you'll see a lot of numbers and digits in it. So this video is very important for you, whether you are a beginner, advanced, or even have a lot of Arabic friends. And above all, they are extremely important for this channel because I'm using them the whole time, because I want to notify you that be careful, there is a new sound that you have to produce here. So inshallah I'll try to make this video as useful as possible, so please watch it and even keep it as a reference for you for any future recap. And since we're ready, جاهزين? يلا بينا. طيب, quickly before we go to those numbers and what sounds they really represent, so briefly in case if you don't know that the Arabic language has its own alphabet, which is 28 or 29 letters, which is usually called الأبجدية العربية, الأبجدية العربية or الحروف العربية. However, with the start of the new technology era, especially the internet and the mobile phones, so a lot of people started to use Latin alphabet for writing Arabic. Let's say in SMS, texting, or on the social media, because in the very beginning there is a lot of devices didn't even have Arabic keyboard. And actually a lot of them still using it till now. They think it's kind of easier or faster. For me it's not, by the way. So that made this writing style Arabic with Latin alphabet very popular till today, and it's usually referred to by Franco-Arabic or Franco-Arab. And since the Arabic language has a lot of sounds that it doesn't exist in the Latin alphabet, the people kind of invented this new idea for adding numbers and digits to tell you, hey, be careful, there is a new Arabic sound here, not in the Latin alphabet. Since now we know quickly how this idea of Franco-Arabic came from, so let's get into it and know exactly which digit represents which sound. Before we start, set up your mind that those are mostly new sounds for you, for your tongue, for your system. Because by knowing that, it will become kind of easier for your subconscious to plan those new sounds in the system. So I will start with the very important ones that you will see the whole time. Then we'll go with the rare ones just in case if you face them. So yalla, let's make this beautiful table which will have the number, how to say this letter in Arabic, what's the shape of this letter in Arabic, and then some examples, of course. Right, first of all, there is no number one. You will never find a word that has number one in it. We start always with number two. Number two, it's called Hamza. Hamza. And Hamza will look like this in Arabic. And I want you always to remember that Hamza is not a sound. Hamza is a stopping of the sound. It's a pause of the sound. So for example, how to say good evening in Arabic is مساء الخير. مساء الخير. You see how I stop the sound? مساء. مساء. مساء means evening. Another example is the word طائرة. طائرة. طائرة means aeroplane. You see how I make it? طائرة. طائرة. So after طا, there is this pause. إرة. إرة. Now faster. طائرة. طائرة. So always remember, Hamza is not a sound, it's a stopping of the sound. The second important number is number 3, which is عين. عين. So عين is a throat sound. I always say to my students, in order to make عين correctly, you have to smile. عين. عين. By the way, you'll find that a lot of those digits were kind of chosen for a reason, because they kind of look similar to the same letter in Arabic but mirrored. طيب examples for words that has عين. عندي. عندي. How to say I have in Arabic is عندي. 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 You see how I make it? I will not say Andy because this is Andy. I have in Arabic is عندي. عندي. Look at that. Even the language itself, it's called Arabi. Arabi. So خلاص, from today, since you are learning, there is no more Arabic. It is Arabi. Arabi. The third important digit is number 5, which is the kha sound. Kha sound. It's a vibration from the roof of your mouth. Kha kha kha. And this sound kha exists in so many languages, but it's not in English. That's why in English they usually write it with KH. However, khalas, since you're learning how to pronounce correctly, it's not ka, it's kha. So for example, the name of this channel is Khamsa Ma'a Ramadan. Khamsa is number 5. There is also a very famous boy's name, which is Khalid. Khalid. See how I make it? Khalid.
My next guest is a recording artist, music mogul, Snapchat sensation, and now author of the new book, The Keys.
Please welcome DJ Khaled.
Khalid.
The Keys is out now. DJ Khaled, everybody.
Khalid.
Please welcome DJ Khaled!
Khaled.
The coolest mom on the block, me. I know Khaled.
Yes.
Khalid.
Khaled.
It is Khalid. The fourth important digit that you'll see in a lot of words is number 7, which is ha. Ha. Which looks like this in Arabic. Looks like a fat 7, right? So the ha is kind of a sharp H. That's why usually any Arabic word written in English or whatever, it will be written with H. However, khalas, now you have to note that it's not H, because by the way, we have another letter we'll know about later in the alphabet that it's exactly the same sound as the H in English. And that's exactly the reason why we have those digits to tell you, be careful, it's not H, it's ha, it's sharper. So two very common examples that they have this sound ha is the name Muhammad. Muhammad. See how I say it? Muhammad. So not Mohammed or Muhammad. It is Muhammad, or by the way in Masri say it Muhammad. The second very common word is the word Habibi. Habibi. Habibi literally means my lover, but as you might know, we always use it as dear or love. And by the way, quickly, it's Habibti for addressing a female. So Habibi, Habibti. So those previous ones, Hamza, Ain, Kha, and Ha are very, very important. You'll see it the whole time in text, even in the channel, as I said. So they are kind of must know. You have to know them. You have to always practice and train your tongue for them. Quickly, we'll go with the second table, which is the rate.